Hello. Public confidence in the criminal justice system has been declining in recent years. The courts have got big backlog of cases. The probation service have been struggling, and we've lost a lot of confidence in the police too. The clear-up rate hasn't been that particularly good. A lot of crimes don't appear to be addressed anymore by the police. Uh, for example, we were shunted by a car by an uninsured driver who didn't have insurance or MOT or tax. He hadn't paid his tax, and reported him to the police, and they took no action, presumably because they feel they're too busy. Similarly with shoplifting and the like. So it's just been announced that the Met have carried out a review that between 2019 and 2023, 131 officers in the Met committed crimes and hadn't been vetted properly on joining the police. And two of them were very, very serious sex offenders. And so they committed crimes, or there were cases of misconduct against them. So that's quite worrying, isn't it? That at least that they appear to be doing proper vetting now. But that's a huge number, isn't it? How police behave in their own time as well. They have to be of good behaviour throughout their professional lives, and recently it was announced that 8 Durham police officers have been suspended over alleged misbehaviour whilst on holiday in Spain. And Merseyside, there have been 2 cases recently of misconduct and crimes committed by police officers in Merseyside. The first case I want to talk about is a Merseyside police detective, 37-year-old John Rigby, has been dismissed for gross misconduct. Firstly, he made unauthorised contact to the police computer on 3 occasions to look up 2 males. The other thing is that he, at least on 1 occasion, paid to have sex with a male child aged 17. Now, he knew the boy was aged 17, and he may well have had sex, it said, when he was 16 with this young lad. Now, you may not know, but paying for sex with a child under the age of 18 is illegal. The other concern, of course, is that, a young lad of that age who's trying to get money is often in very, very vulnerable circumstances. And people who do that kind of thing at that age are exceptionally vulnerable and, should be getting support of some description. So he immediately resigned. He pleaded guilty to his offence, and he's going to be up for sentencing on the 16th of January this year, 2026. The other Merseyside police officer is a DC Thomas Edwards, who worked in the police professional standards unit, who were checking up on the standards of the Merseyside police. And he recently pleaded guilty to assault and obstruction of a police officer. So basically what happened was his wife called the police in February 2025 at 3 a.m. following a big row where he threw a chair across the chair. He threw a chair across the room towards her, and she was very concerned and called the police. The police went and found him at another address, and he slammed the door in the face of one of the police officers, WPC, and then he later, when they opened the door, he lunged forwards and pulled one of the WPCs down the stairs with him and injured her. So he is going to be up for sentencing soon too. So police officers need to be of good behaviour when off duty as well as on. And we can't really have them committing crimes like this, can we? So anyway, that's for today. And I do have a look around at my channel. I mostly discuss cases that become before the courts and the processes that involve in court reports and the sort of things that interviews I used to carry out with offenders quite a few years ago, back in the 1990s. I'll give examples of the sort of things, why people get into trouble. And I talk about ways of stopping crime happening in the first place. And I really encourage people to think about how we grow up in the UK. And for example, there are still quite a lot of domestic violence type offences that occur in the UK. And the different ways of tackling this are open for discussion. But some people think, oh, send to prison immediately. But often, this could make the perpetrator even worse. And the way of tackling this, in my opinion, is we really need, with all crime, is to look at how we grow up in the UK. Very high numbers of offenders, for example, are people who dropped out of school when they were growing up. Domestic violence is all about how we grow up and how we view relationships. And I think that we need to be better educated in adult relationships and how to have respect and partnerships, respect for working together in a relationship rather than trying to control. Anyway, that's food for thought, but do have a look around my channel. There's lots of videos there, and thank you for stopping with me all this way. Cheers now. Bye-bye.